All right, guys, thanks for hopping on the call tonight. So, what I want to do is chat about how to build momentum and how to kind of get into, take ownership of your business, because I think that's an area where we often get stuck, where I've seen a lot of coaches get stuck, where we're in this cycle of, oh, well, what challenge is this week? Or I don't know what challenge to invite to, or kind of feeling confused as to the next step. And so I started going back to the beginning, and I looked at my own journey, and I thought, why did I succeed? Was I able to make my business work, and why are so many other people struggling? Because heaven knows I am a basket case. And so it wasn't because, that I had it all together, but I also took an opportunity. Hey, Angie and Lindsay. I also took the opportunity to speak. I talked to Greg Armfield and a couple other coaches who had the same kind of situation, who became really successful, and they didn't have the leadership that some teams have. Like what we've kind of had in our team for a long time. We had a lot of systems and leadership and whatnot. And so I was asking myself, why are some coaches really taking off, and why are others struggling? And I think what a lot of it comes down to, and I've got a list of things I want to talk about here, but when it comes to ownership of your business, I think some of it comes to when someone else is leading your groups, when someone else is telling you how to run things and how to do things. It's hard to take ownership and say, hey, these are my challengers, and these are my friends, and I have everything I need to help them to succeed. Because the reason you have everything you need to help them to succeed is because I know everyone on this team. I know all of you have really big hearts. I know you really care about your friends, and I know you really want change in your own life. And I know that you have the heart to encourage others. If you have that, you have everything you need to succeed. Because what we need, first of all and foremost, is getting down to the basics. Every single time that my business has seen momentum and growth, and I've seen it, and I think that those of you who have seen this cycle would absolutely agree with me, but is when I have results. When I have results where I can say, this is working. Guys, think about it. Would you look at an infomercial? When you look at an infomercial and you see people losing weight, getting results, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I totally need some of that in my life. Right? Like we want that because we want change, and we see someone else doing it. Like, okay, I want what you have, so how do I get it? And so a lot of times we get lost. And I was talking to another challenger. She might as well be a coach. One of my friends, Erica Walton. I've talked to her, and I was talking to Emily Genthi about this recently. But the struggle that comes with summer, and with being out of a schedule, and with enjoying life, we can sit there and say, well, I'm following this program, but I'm not seeming to get results. But if we really look at it, are we following a program start to finish? And are we sticking with a nutrition plan start to finish? Or are we having maybe sugar or alcohol? Wine is a really hard one for me, because when we look at that, it's easy often when we look at our what we're eating and what we're doing to see where the breakdown is happening. So one of the biggest things that I want to encourage you, and if you're not doing this, I want you to write it down. I want you to put it where you can see it, in your kitchen, in your bathroom. But I want you to come up with a plan of what program you're going to do start to finish, and what nutrition plan you're going to commit to. And if you're struggling, do it on your own. See if you can get a couple other coaches to do, or another coach or someone to do it with you. I saw it was at Kelly and Jennifer and one other coach were tagging each other after finishing their workouts when they were following a particular program, and they were getting results because they knew that if they didn't get their workout in, they were going to get tagged. Whatever it takes to help you get those results, I want to encourage you to do that. Even if it's reaching down to your challengers, whether they're free challengers or not, or BOD challengers especially, and saying, hey, you want to do this program with me? Let's do, if they have BOD especially, do it start to finish. We'll tag each other, and that's it. But whatever it's going to take to get those results, because in order to build momentum in your business, that's the very first piece of the recipe. We absolutely 100% need to see results. If we're not getting results, then our challengers aren't going to get results. Everybody's going to struggle. And it's going to be really hard to attract people. So that's the number one thing. The second thing is invite your friends and followers. I mean, it's obviously one of our 4 vital behaviors, invite. But it's honestly, once we start getting results, it's a lot easier to invite somebody to join us, to say, hey, I'm doing this program, I'm getting results, would you like to join me? Now, I know one of the biggest struggles with coaches is that hating to ask for the sale, not knowing how to navigate that conversation. So there are a couple of things that we can look at and talk about. Maybe we'll do an inviting call where we can kind of talk through some catchphrases, some important things to have written down when you're inviting, such as, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. What I found is, feel, felt, found, or using things like, I don't know about that. All I know is after I started drinking Shakeology, I had more energy. But learning how to use words and phrases to communicate with people. But the other thing I want to share with you is, and before I go into this next piece of it, which it all kind of interconnects, is that from the content master class that I did the last week, I talked about this, and this spills into everything. It's that we are a product of the product. We do our workouts. I see you guys posting your workouts. I'm super proud of you when you do them, and you do it because it is a struggle. But one of the things that we often do is we post on social media, we share what we're doing, but we forget that we need to be messaging people in the background. 20% of our business, that's just watering. Marketing, social media is watering. If we want to grow the business, we have to be planting the seeds. And so we have to be reaching out to people. We have to be building relationships, and we have to be inviting, which takes me, so basically 80% needs to be prospecting or building relationship building, and 20% needs to be your social media and your marketing, your attraction marketing. And if you need some more input on that, you didn't see the masterclass, you can go back to that. I'm doing a lot of, I've been immersing myself in content marketing and in training so that I can learn how better to help you guys with that. So you will be learning a lot more about that. But the next thing that I really want to share is, and it has to do with taking ownership, and it has to do with inviting, and that is by running your own challenge groups. Guys, I did not have anyone to run a challenge group with when I started. I had maybe 4 people in some of my groups, but it grew and relationships were built. We don't have to have a massive group of people to have a successful challenge group. The second thing that I want to share is that within the whole challenge group scenario, I am going to be moving my challenge groups back over to the My Challenge Tracker. They have changed so much in the My Challenge Tracker, guys. First of all, if we want to help people, we have to help them see their results, but also to remain accountable. And it's hard when we're in a Facebook group to help people be accountable. Like, I don't have time for that. However, right now in the Beachbody My Challenge Tracker app, the nutrition app, and the Beachbody On Demand connect directly with My Challenge Tracker app. Now, if you have an Android, right now, I know I'm looking at you, Angie Bradley. I'm looking at that face. If you have an Android right now, the nutrition app does not currently work. But Beachbody On Demand does show in there. And the other thing is this. If you get a new person to join you in your challenge group and sign up to be in your challenge group, they will be automatically become your customer. So if ever in the future they do decide to buy something, they will be buying it from you, whether or not they buy it within that first challenge group. But when you're inviting people to join you and they join you in that group, then if they have not purchased something from Beachbody before, they automatically become your customer. If they have, they still have, like, if you decide that you want to be in my group, okay, or you want one of your challengers, like I'm not going to run a group for all the coaches to be in, to have all their challengers in, but if you have one challenger and you want to be in my group and they are your customer, if you invite them to my group, they're not going to be transferred to my customer. I think that's important to know. So if you get someone to join your group and they have been previously signed up with another Beachbody coach, if you want them to join you and switch to you, they still have to switch to you. However, again, if you're getting someone new who's on Instagram, maybe, or Facebook, and they've never had a Beachbody account, if you get them in the My Challenge Tracker app, they're automatically your customer, and that is a bonus. The second thing is that you will have yourself, for sure, and you will have some of your people drinking Shakeology and hopefully doing Beachbody workouts. And so what happens is that when you're running a challenge group in the My Challenge Tracker app, it prompts you every single day to not only post that you drank your Shakeology, but to take a picture of you drinking your Shakeology. And so what do you want to say, Angie?
So I looked it up because remember I told you that I wasn't getting alerted, and I looked it up, and because I do my workout in the morning, it only will prompt you if you've not posted anything or not submitted anything. So because my workout happens early, it never prompts me.
And that's nice, not to be prompted if you've already put your stuff in.
But like if you have challengers who are just doing BOD and they're not on Shakeology, they're never going to get prompted to post their Shakeology. I never get prompted because my workout shows up as done because it syncs.
Yes, but if they go into, let's say they go into My Challenge Tracker app, which we want to try to encourage them to do that.
Then it says, have you haven't logged your Shakeology.
Log your shake, log your workout. And then if they're in the group, they're still going to see. That's the whole point too. They're going to be seeing the pictures. And so I was talking to Greg Armfield about this because he's seen a lot of success with the group, and what he's seen is, and this is again goes back to the inviting. This is how this all connects. He invites people to join his free 90-day group, and it's in the My Challenge Tracker app. So you get free challengers to join the My Challenge Tracker app. If they've never been on Beachbody, they automatically become your customer. That's a bonus. These free challengers are seeing you and other people in there posting your workouts and posting your Shakeology. So as you're building a relationship with these free challengers, it makes that whole cultivating relationship. It kind of like instead of going outside your bubble to cultivate your relationship, you're able to bring them inside your bubble and cultivate your relationship there, and then invite them to get Shakeology, or if they're not on Beachbody On Demand, invite them to do Beachbody On Demand. But it gives a safe way to be able to constantly be inviting people to your free group without having to wait until, oh, what week is the free group this month? And it's your group. They're your friends. So you don't have to feel like, am I stepping on someone's toes? Or what should I do here? Guys, I can tell you from almost 6 years of experience, all you have to have is the ability to love on people, to encourage people, and to consistently show up. A leader knows the way, goes the way, shows the way. If you can do that, you're golden. You just, and you post your meals. You have a good meal, take a picture of your meal, say, this is what I have for dinner. Here's the recipe. If you can show the recipe or give a general idea, but at least give people ideas of what you're doing. Live your life out loud, because people are joining you because they want to have what you have. Does that make sense? Yeah? So that's my encouragement. This is what I'm going to be doing, is opening a 90-day My Challenge Tracker group and inviting everyone to get into there. And then once a week you can go in there, or once every other week, however often you can go do the tracking. You can look at it and see who's working out, who's not, who's drinking Shakeology, who's not, and then you can encourage them accordingly. You could even send one message, just say, hey, just checking in, how are you doing, to all of them at once. So there's a lot of benefits to streamlining and tracking. So that is one big change that I'm going to be making. And, Greg is the number 2 male coach in Beachbody right now. So he's I'm like, success leaves clues. So this makes a lot of sense to me. So the next thing is that as you grow and as you get your challenges in there, then you can start, as they're seeing you post about Shakeology, check up on them, love on them, and once a month invite them, hey, would you like to try Shakeology this month? And as they become challengers and try Shakeology, then you can invite them, hey, would you like to do what I do? Because you're showing them by example exactly how to do this. And because you're leading the group, they're seeing what you, their friend, are capable of doing, and it makes it seem more doable for them to do as well. So the next thing is, so as far as the groups go, guys, right now, if 90 days out, if you do a 90-day challenge, right when we're looking at Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holidays, if people dig in, they're going to see results and feel good in their pictures and feel great at Christmas time or Thanksgiving when they're going to be seeing everybody and get some better habits in place. So now is it a really good time when you're reaching out to people to even say, hey, you know what? I'm getting a group together. A bunch of us are going to be working towards feeling more confident for Christmas and Thanksgiving. We have enough time right now to get a transformation in. It's a free group. Would you like to hop in and join me? A simple invite to ask people if they want to be confident in their Christmas and Thanksgiving and family photos this year. So that's, again, touching on the heart of what a lot of us, struggle with, a lot of us women struggle with. So if you can be a product of the product and start building your own success story again, and through that, start inviting your friends to join and do it with you. As you get success, join them, invite them to join you in your free group. And as you encourage them, that momentum will continue to build and to grow. And it'll be natural and it'll be organic. And then the other thing is, and remember, you have 20%, you get your social media in. Make sure that I'm going to put up a worksheet. I'm making my to-do list of things I need to do. I made a Content Circles worksheet. If you have not done the masterclass, look at it. The Content Circles, Trent and I are already working on it. We're going to be doing, starting a ministry to families. And so we're already working on those Content Circles. I've been working on mine. And it's really cool when you look at your business that way, because one of my Content Circles is going to be marketing and branding. I never thought about using that for my regular profile, but it's something I'm passionate about. And in that masterclass, we talk about taking those areas of your life that you're so passionate about, and those will be your streamlined stories. Okay, so if you haven't seen that, do that. But I'm going to put a Content Circle worksheet in Team Fearless, and I have some prizes that I have had like stuck in a cabinet that I just need to start giving away. So we're going to do some prizes with that. Yeah, woohoo, prizes. I'm like on a shelf. I'm like, I need to get moving. But the cool thing is that the reason I'm saying the Content Circles is the more intentional we are with our social media. I don't know about you. I can spend hours on social media, hours making posts, throwing things up, or thinking, shoot, I don't have anything planned. What am I supposed to do? If we do the Content Circles and the storylines, we have 3 main storylines. If we do that correctly, and this is, Lindsay, this is from the Bob Heilig training. So you have access to that video. I would watch his video. But I basically went over it again with Team Fearless. But if you're able to take those Content Circles and plan out your social media and be very intentional with the areas of your story that you're sharing, you don't even have to talk a ton about Beachbody or about your workouts it's about building influence. And as you build influence and you reach out to people and you're messaging them and inviting them into this free group and then cultivating and building that relationship within that free group, you're going to see things naturally and organically grow. Is my challenge tracker able to be less than a year-long group? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think the year-long is the longest you can have it. You can have as long as you want.
I asked that because the only time I've ever been involved in one was Rebecca Huff, but hers was like a 365 one. So I didn't know if you could do like a 60-day, 90-day type one, or if it had to be year-long.
And if you get in there and mess around, it's really cool. Like they actually have all of the, they have the challenge group guides. They have all of that in there. So you can actually click on it within there and then just repurpose a post. So you can plan and schedule tons of content to at least keep content flowing through there, just using what they have. Yeah, and Rachel, in response to your question about how you get people to interact with you in your groups, sometimes it's tagging them, sometimes it's messaging them and asking them posts. You got to build community, show up. I mean, sometimes it's a challenge, sometimes it's asking people to do you a favor if they're a good friend. Say, hey, can you do me a favor? Would you mind, Angie.
I've done live videos, and Angie knows how much I hate live videos. I have done live videos I have 2 different groups. So Angie and I are running a group, and then I have my own group that is just like my own customers or people who are following me, like on the verge of customers. And I've been doing live videos, which I hate with a massive passion. Right. And I've even been telling them, I was like, you know what? I will give you 2 points if you just tell me what workout you've done. I don't even care if you give me a picture. Just tell me, type on there that you did a workout. I will give you 2 points. Whoever has the most points, I will give you a free prize.
What about the My Challenge Tracker app? Are they, because you just started that.
Right. And in that, I don't have any of them signed up for it, which I'm like, what the heck? Because you all loved this before. We've done this in the past, and I'm not sure what's going on with my people.
Have you messaged them personally? Pick up the phone and call them.
I'm about to have, it doesn't need to be tonight because it's going to need to be tonight. But when my brain settles down a little bit and Chicken Little stops running around and Eeyore finds his tail, then I can focus back on, okay, this is what we're doing in a more calm and not crazy lady way. I just had somebody post, so that post that we were talking about that I was working on. So I just had this post, and there's a girl that I went to high school with that I have been after for a freaking year. And last month when I talked to her, she told me, okay, well, I really don't want to do it by myself because it's really hard. I said, well, we do have groups and we're a community. And then she said she's going to go with some sort of holistic doctor or trainer or something. I don't know. But with that post, she liked that post. So, tomorrow morning, I'm going in guns blazing, going deep. Seriously, give me freaking 30 days. She bought Angel's gonna love this. So she bought 21 Day Fix on Amazon, like I did when I first started. And Angie's never gonna let me live that down ever in my life. But that's okay, because I signed up the next month to be a coach, so fine.
Well, see, and that's the thing is to remember. First of all, we have a new my other company I'm working with. This is part of the reason why I'm learning all this content marketing and strategy stuff. Is it's a marketing and communications company, and we just came out with a new person-to-person texting tool where I can send one text and I can say, hey, first name. In fact, I'd like to put coaches on there too. I can say hey, first name, be like Rachel, Danielle, Angie, Lindsay, Amanda, just checking in, how are you doing? But it allows me then, if you respond, to have a personal conversation with you. So it allows me to stay in touch. So I did this with all of my new customers from the beginning of the year to tell them about the Lift 4 launch. Within minutes, I had 2 people responding saying they wanted to do it. And I said, Greg, okay, what do I do now? And he said, pick up the phone and call them. I was like, what? He said, they could get on the phone. And it's really funny because when we first started this whole business, I used to tell Kelly that all the time. I said, get on the phone. She's like, I don't want to make phone calls. I'm like, no, you have to get on the phone. Well, I got out of the habit. But I'm going to tell you what, I got on the phone with both of those ladies. And will I tell you, one bought the challenge pack. The other one had just bought $400 worth of product. I just turned her into a coach. And I'm building relationships with these ladies that seem to be really cool and have the same faith, a very similar faith and beliefs that I do, because I got on the phone. I can guarantee you it would not have been the same conversation through text. So if you ever, when you're building relationships and you're inviting people, I want to challenge you to get out of your comfort zone and pick up the phone and actually talk to people on the phone. The month that I made the most Success Club points, I followed the Tommy Migrant training, and I actually hopped on the phone with almost every single person that I spoke to. And I'm telling you, that personal touch, people want to know that they matter. And when they hear your voice and they hear how much you care and you're listening and asking questions, they will connect with that. And Greg told me this, and I'm trying to get back into it. He says, anytime I get him on the phone, if I can get him on the phone, he says, I can pretty much guarantee I'll get a sale. So
I hate
struggling.
Like I'm busy, they're busy. Like, and if I don't know a number, I don't answer.
Yeah, well, that's just one of the things to remember. It's about building and cultivating relationships. But remember that your marketing, your social media is 20%. The rest of it is 80% of your business. So no matter what you do, I think it's important to streamline your social media so you're not spending hours figuring posts out and you kind of have an idea. I'm going to post about these parts of my life these days and these parts of my life those days, and get your live videos. Bob Heilig says 1 live video a week is the least amount you should do. He says, but you don't really need more than 3. And he says to have it planned out.
Is that in your groups, your personal groups, or is that on your like Facebook or Instagram pages? Is he talking about live videos?
He's talking, well, in general, like on your page, you would want to do more than 3 a week, probably. Like, he says 3 a week is enough for what you need. He says definitely do at least 1 and plan it out. And I talk about it in that call. I would recommend, if you haven't watched that call, watching that call, and then write down your questions, and then let's have a follow-up call. I don't mind. I've been thinking about doing working meetings where we can get on and go over things like content circles and ask questions and do the work. So we're actually moving forward in our business during the times when we're on the calls. I have a really big problem with wasting time. I don't like it. I mean, I don't like wasting time. So I want to make the best that we can. So basically, do you have any questions about the stuff we talked about tonight? About, are you feeling stuck? Where are you feeling stuck?
Actually, I liked what you shared. I think you shared it in the group the other day where you were saying, look at magazine covers for ideas for topics. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, it seems like a no-brainer, but really hadn't thought about it. So I'm trying to go back and find some magazines and get some ideas too. So that was helpful.
And today I wrote a blog article for my other company, and we also had to go through this marketing. We have a coach who's walking us through our marketing, and he made us look at everything that we do and then create a catchy title for if we were going to have like a freemium. So I was searching and I found this. I can post it to Team Fearless if you want, but it's 74 clever blog post title templates that work. And technically you could use them too for your titles of your social media. They're things like, I'll show it to you real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. But the things like how to blank that drives blank, how to blank in, how to lose weight in 5 easy steps, or how to rock your mom jeans, I don't know if you can rock mom jeans, but that just came to my head. But, how to make a strong coffee. No, but think about these, like so we were using these, and what I did was I was looking at, things like supercharge your, like I loved that. So I used that, supercharge your, blank or whatever. The blog article I did today was 7 tips to writing compelling text message marketing. And my idea that I got, again, came from reading all of these different things. But most effective tactics to get your toddler to take a nap. So these, what these are is they're scroll stopping titles, so that when you do your live video, you can be on there talking, but what's going to stop people to listen to what you have to say? And it's taking the scroll stopping title, and we talk about this in the content class, but it's also then saying like how to completely change your toddler's attitude in 3 easy steps. Have you ever struggled with your toddler throwing tantrums and not listening, and you wonder if they're ever going to blah, blah, blah. Well, you want to tune in, because we're going to give 3 easy steps to blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So you want to ask a question in there, and you want to give what you're going to tell them. So you're going to tell them what you're going to tell them, and then you're going to ask a question that's going to state the problem. And it's a way to draw people in. So anyway, I talk more about the details. Like, he gets into details of how to do the live videos, the lighting, so I'm in the process of trying to get my office set so I can start doing live videos and feel like I can have a consistent background. Because what you want is for people to be scrolling like, oh wait, that's Michelle, she's on, because it's that branding. You've got the background, so if I'm going to sit and I'm going to teach something and add value, then I'm going to do it intentionally. Because again, the goal is to become an influencer. And Angie told me about this book, and I can't put it down. I love this book. I bought it as soon as she showed it to me and said it was from August 2018. I got on Amazon. We were on a call, and I bought it. I am already I just started reading this last night, and I'm already almost halfway through. And I posted in Team Fearless today. If you are on Instagram, I posted a PDF that I found on how to pose for photos. Like, there are certain things that are really working. And if you're serious about becoming an influencer and growing your business, not just your Beachbody business, but really if you become an influencer, it opens up the doors to do a ton of things. Like, if you decide you want to have a ministry, like Trent and I, we're going to do letstaycontrol.com. It's going to be focused on marriage, parenting, and families, and faith. And we're going to start basically ministering and sharing to other families the things that we have learned in our family. And it's going to be our ministry, and I'm excited. But I'm taking the stuff I'm learning from this book and from the content stuff. We have to be intentional with what we post if we want to move forward in this business, but also in becoming an influencer in life. And so that's the big thing, that I'm excited about helping you guys with. It's bigger than Beachbody. I mean, Beachbody is definitely a piece of the puzzle. It's like Tracy Morrow said, Beachbody is not my purpose, but it's in line with my purpose. And I really think this is a great training grounds to learn how you can take something as simple as health and fitness and then expand into whatever other areas of your life that you really want to become an influencer in. So, yeah. Any questions? No? Do you guys want me to share that 74 title thing in Team Fearless? Would you guys like that?
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay, I'm going to put it in a unit that has to do with, I'm going to create a social media content unit where I can just put tools like that in that we can and I'll take the thing that I posted today and I'll put that in there as well to make it easy to grab things when we're learning. So awesome. Good. Great. Well, thank you guys for coming tonight. If there are certain things that you think, hey, listen, I'd really like to have a class on this or learn or do this, would you please message me and let me know? I'm looking for ideas. I want to add value and help reach you where you need it most. So let me know. And thanks for coming.
So when are you starting your 30-day or 90 or 60-day
challenge
tracker group?
This week. My goal is to get it up and to get a message out. So this is my goal, guys. I want to download all of my customers from my business center, my husband's business center, and my second business center. And I want to put them into groups. I want to put them into a group of, these are people who I have a good relationship with and I've had challengers. These are people that I haven't really connected with in a long time. And these are people that I don't even know. And then I want to reach out to each of them systematically. So,
but are you just going to invite them all to the same group, or are you going to put them in different groups?
I'm doing one group. That's it.
What group are you doing?
I'm doing a 90-day, probably going to call it something like Prep for the Holidays, or find a fun name for it. I'll probably find a fun name for it. But my goal is to tell people that, I mean, because everybody wants to look good for the holidays. I mean, I don't know anyone who wouldn't. But my goal is to tell people is to use that angle and have it be that this is us leaning in and really getting our bodies in prime shape so that we feel awesome.
And so are you a free group, or is it a everybody's doing their own challenge pack type group?
It's free. It's a 90-day free group. If you want to be in there as a challenger to see what's happening, that's fine. Like, it's not, I promise you, again, you have the tools to run a rocking challenge group because you have all the same tools I do. It's about just being.
So what are you doing? Like, what program are you doing for them to do this as a free 90-day thing?
Oh, they have to work out and eat healthy. And if they want to do clean week, they can do clean week. I don't care what they do. I just want them in there so I can love on them and build a relationship. And that's my hope.
Okay.
Use that for that purpose.
I'm finishing up this month with my hybrid challenge of the PiYo and T25, which I've loved. I'm on week 6 right now. So I have 2 weeks left of that. And then I'm doing a Rocking Your Jeans challenge in September. And it's a 30-day challenge where we're doing Brazilian butt lift stuff, which is way out of my comfort zone. But sometimes we need to get way out of that comfort zone. But I was like, you know what? Let's go into, October with great buns. I mean, who doesn't want a great butt? So I'm targeting the moms out there that I'm like, you know what? Mom jeans are the newest thing again. Like, people, my 16-year-old wants mom jeans. And I'm like, for real? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, but you have a cute little butt that fits in that. And I have like a front butt and a back butt, and I don't need all of that going on. So, I'm targeting the moms, and I'm planning on doing a Rock Your Jeans challenge group with the Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. That's perfect. Angie, what were you gonna do?
I was gonna say, but you can turn that, Rachel, into a group that these people are doing this, and you just have to work out and eat healthy, and you can post also, and then they will see the results that people are getting, and that's how they become your customers. And if they don't have Beachbody if they don't have any Beachbody products ever before, then they're your customers that say sign up just to be in the challenge group tracker.
So make it a free challenge group tracker of like a 60-day or 90-day.
Yeah, well, however long you want to make it. You can make it 30, 60, 90. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Look at that baby. Yeah. So, you can make it however long you want. And again, it's just, it gives you something you can constantly invite to free. You're not doing a million different challenge groups, but you're able to streamline the process. And again, like I said, you invite people into your environment and to your home. It's like inviting a bunch of people into your home and just loving on them.
So what I've been pushing lately was the Your Body on Demand for only $8 a month. I'm like, dude, it's cheaper than a gym, and your gym is your own house. You have no excuse about the weather or your kids or whatever. Like, seriously, $8 a month? Like, come on. And then the second one was, if they're still like really iffy on that, then I'm like, give me 2 weeks. I said, it's absolutely free for 2 weeks. I said, if you hate it, I won't ask you about it again. I said, but give me 2 weeks and let's just see. You could even, ease into like the 3-month, subscription, because I have 3 people right now that they do every 3 months. And I'm like, whatever works for you. I don't care. You're still doing stuff. It is what it is. But like, the goal is to push for that year challenge, because I feel like they're going to get the most. And I use it as like the value of it, of this isn't just for me, but it's cheaper for you in the long run. Yeah. And so then they're like, oh, you're not just in for it for the money. No, I'm really not. I wish I was, but I'm really not. Yeah. So, and then like I've got several gym rat people and several running people. How do you get them into, how do you start talking about the performance series of things when you have, like, I have this one person that would love for her to be a coach, but like she's a freaky runner, and she does.
If you get her into your group and you post your performance line stuff, she'll see it. You just tell her she has to keep running. Okay. And she'll keep running, and you talk about training, and you talk about performance line, and you talk about Shakeology, and then you just keep doing it, and she'll eventually be like, all right, I want to drink Kool-Aid.
Right.
Well, she doesn't have a gallbladder. She's got some weird
okay.
I don't know. She's got weird stuff. So like, I don't know how that works with the performance things. Like my gallbladder still works. Hers is gone.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with stuff like that, I would just, I would Google, I would look in the facts, and I would Google, if she asks, is this okay because I don't have a gallbladder, I Google everything to try to see what I can find when it comes to products like that to help people. And I just let them know, hey, I don't know. All I know is this is the article I found. You might have to check with your doctor. I never, ever, ever give people a final. I never say you can have it or you can't have it if I'm not 100% sure, and if I don't have Beachbody documentation to back it up.
Like, so, there's another friend of mine. She's supposed to sign up for Body on Demand. I'm still waiting for that to go through. But they have like a bajillion food allergies. But she was very curious about my Energize that I show a lot of pictures of. So I found on the Beachbody website of the ingredients of there. I was like, I don't even know the ingredients. I don't know if this is anything that's going to have like tree nuts or anything like that. So I emailed that to her, and it looked all nice and pretty. And I was like, yay, look at me looking professional. So, I had like a little yay moment. Mm-hmm. But she looked at the stuff and she was like, oh, we could actually take that. And I'm like, that would be awesome. You could take these things too that are not, like, she can't take any of the Shakeology. She can't take the Sunshine stuff.
Neither can Jennifer, so it might be good to even talk to Jennifer Swagger about that, to try to get some good ideas. But she's, stayed an active coach. And it comes down to, I think for a lot of us, these challenge groups, everything we're doing to getting our own bodies back in shape and to staying healthy and to sharing that with others in our lives and to make an impact. And the big thing to remember though is if we do the groups like this, we invite people in, we have it as we invite the free challengers in, and they're seeing everyone else post and the community that's created, that it's going to organically grow. The biggest thing I want to encourage you on is making sure you're continuing to build your relationships with people and find what works for you. I've started, instead of Facebook messaging, I've started texting people. And it's been a huge game changer for me in actually reaching people and having conversations. So that's something to think about as well. Anyway, it's 9:23, so we better run. But seriously, guys, if you have any questions, reach out to me. And thank you so much for getting on board. If you have any questions about the My Challenge Tracker and that, let me know as well. I'm happy to share with you whatever I know. And if I don't know something, I have no problem reaching out to Greg Armfield to ask him any questions as well. So, sound good? Thanks, guys. So good. Oh, wait, picture. Don't hop off. Hold on. Let me get the squares up here. Here we go. All right, everybody, smile. Make sure that works. All right, wait. I see baby. Let's see baby and Amanda. One more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, good deal. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll post that in the team call. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.